Hey everybody, I know it has been a while. I've been doing a ton of things. I've been building my network. I bought a house, which I want to tell you guys about that because that's been a really exciting experience. And of course I moved and a bunch of other things. So what I want to talk about today is what inspired me to buy a house. Well, it was real estate. I learned so much about the market and how things work and how to build wealth and all of those things that I wanted to tap in. So I did. I'm going to give you the top 3 reasons. This is because I realize it's the most stable way to build wealth. People are like, stable? Have you seen the economy? I have seen the economy. I know what the market is doing. And also life has ebbs and flows, right? Businesses have ebbs and flows. Relationships have ebbs and flows. That means like the peaks and the valleys. And real estate's no different. But at the end of the day, if you buy in now, you're only going to build equity over time, because whether you want to call it inflation or whether you want to call it life happening, things get more expensive, including the quality and the value of your home. And so for me, it made sense to buy in now. That way, once I'm really into this and I walk into a dream house to show a client that hates it, I can capitalize on my equity, take it out, and buy the home that I love. Okay, the second reason. It's really, really important to me to build generational wealth. Not so that I can create snobby little brat children that get everything they want, because I don't believe in that. You got to work for what you get. But I do want them to be able to have something that they can have for themselves, that they can take care of and renovate and make it their own. And so, well, how many kids do I have? 1 trillion. So I need 1 trillion houses. No, but in real life, I need 4 houses. And so I want to buy a house for each child so that when they are of age and they're going through college, they don't have to struggle. They have a place to call their own, and they can use it to also build wealth and equity, because I'm not just giving it to them. They're going to have to buy into it the same way that I did, but I'm giving them a tool that they can use so that they can learn how to build wealth and completion for their own families. So that was really important to me. This is one of 4, and I will just keep you guys posted on that one. Okay, and then the third reason that I'm going to talk about, which should probably have been the first reason, but we went in this direction, so this is where we're going, is that I'm tired of paying somebody else's bills. Like, how crazy is it that every single month I was paying almost $3,000 of somebody else's bills when I could be paying less than that of my own bills, and it is building me wealth over time. The equity that we talked about, every single month that I pay my bill, I am paying it literally to myself, because it's equity that I can use later. It's equity that I can get paid out on later. When I'm renting, I'm actually doing that for somebody else, a stranger that I don't know and honestly don't care about. So it's just kind of a waste of my time. Also, I wanted to take back the freedom of doing whatever the heck I wanted to without having to have permission and ask and follow the rules set by somebody else. This is my home. It's a place that I live in. It's very intimate and personal, and I wanted to keep it that way. So I bought me a house. Okay, so now that I went over all of the reasons that I bought a house, I just have to let you know that it was really stressful. I went through a lot of different things to be able to get the house. I learned a lot about the market today, about being a business owner and getting a mortgage. Holy moly mackerel. It's like, hey, W-2 yourself and then you can just be an employee in your business. Not necessarily. And there's a bunch of strings and red tape that go along with buying a house as a business owner. So one thing that I am going to talk to you guys about is what that looks like, because I went through some things that were really, really annoying. And so when it comes to my clients, these are things that I'm going to make sure that I forewarn them of when they're going into buying a house. But at the end of the day, we got it done. I had a 21-day close and I couldn't be happier. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Why should you buy a house? Well, 1, you build wealth for yourself. Who doesn't want to build wealth for themselves? 2, you create generational wealth. You can pass it down. If you have no children to pass it down to, that's also okay. You can build a legacy that goes on and keeps your name forever, because your home is yours. And so when you pass away, then you can pass it on to anyone, including a business that you own, and it becomes part of your estate plan. Super dope idea. Okay, and then lastly, I got tired of paying other people's bills. It's really cool to pay bills that are actually going to benefit you later. So for me, it made sense to tap in now before things get really, really, really crazy, and go ahead and buy me a house. So I've gone on and on about why I decided to buy a house. Why don't you do me a favor and talk to me about why you have bought a house? Or if you've never bought a house, what are you scared of, or what things are stopping you from buying a house? I know there's some key things like credit. People don't think they make enough money. They're worried about a bunch of what ifs that actually matter a lot. But we cross those bridges when they come. So I want to hear from you. Why have you not bought a house yet? Or if you have bought a house, tell me what prompted you to do it. I'll be looking at the comments below. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course, share with all your friends.